Hello and welcome to the Qode YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to create a brief introduction to the QODE Wishlist for WooCommerce plugin. It belongs to a new line of products designed to enhance the accessibility and experience of your online store by extending the functionalities of WooCommerce. The QODE Wishlist plugin can be used on shop pages, archive pages, and every other page where the WooCommerce loop appears. And it has all the features you might want in a wishlist, starting with the button. You can style it in a variety of ways. Here we can see it as an icon, but you can replace that with text only or combine an icon with text. Then you can change the button position to a different corner of the image, which we can see in Demo 3. Or you can place the button outside the image entirely. We can see that in Demo 2, where the icon is placed under the image and above the title. But this is just scratching the surface. There are options for uploading custom icons, changing colors, typography, and more. You can easily adjust the wishlist button and every aspect of this plugin to match your site design. Not only that, you can add various advanced features to your wishlists. Demo 1 shows us one of them as an example. We can enable a product count showing how many other users have the same thing in their wishlists. And if we added one of these products now, the counter would increase to reflect that. As for the wishlists themselves, users can create them without being logged in, if you allow them to. For example, I'm not logged in, but I can still create a list by picking a product. And when I get this pop-up, I can create a new list simply by assigning it a name and setting the degree of privacy. The QODE Wishlist plugin allows shoppers to create multiple wishlists that they can make public, where they'd be visible to all users, private, so they're only visible to the users who created them, or shared, which makes the lists accessible only to those with a link to them. Alternatively, those who already have a wishlist created can add a product to that existing list, like so. And we can access the wishlists we've made or someone else's public wishlist in several different ways. One is via the menu link to the wishlist dedicated page. For example, we can view all the public lists and then open individual ones to browse them. Or as you might have noticed, you can access the wishlist when adding a product. After choosing where it will be placed and adding the product, there will be a button that can take us to browse that list. This is a quick and easy way for someone in the process of filling up their wish list to check how many things they have and what else they want to add. But the most interesting way to check on a list might be the Wishlist Widget. It comes with the plugin and you can place it into any widget area you want. It can open as a side area, you can see that here in Demo 1. Or it can open as a drop-down window, which we can see in Demo 3. The widget is in the same place, though that can be changed, and we can simply hover over it to reveal the wishlist associated with that demo site. In either case, the widget serves to show an overview without you having to leave the shop page of all the products in your wishlist or wish lists if you made multiple ones. You can also include a link to the wishlist page if you want. And the look of these wishlists is highly customizable. Each of the demos offers you a possible design solution for your wishlists, whether we're talking about a particular list with its products, a page with an overview of all the lists a single user has made, or all the public wishlists on your site. Let me open one to show you some highlights. Since I have two wishlists, I need to pick between them. If you only have one, it would open directly. Now, if we look at an example wishlist, this is just one possible design solution. There is an extensive collection of options that will allow you to customize the wishlist look to your preference. From deciding if it will display as a table or a grid like this, how many products will be shown per page, whether you'll enable social media sharing, and what networks you want to include. There's also an option you can activate that will give you this action menu so your customers can mark the products they want and add them all to the cart or remove them from the list all at once. Of course, deleting items from a list is only possible when users are working on their own list. It won't be possible for them to go into someone else's list and remove products or make changes. Also, for simplicity's sake, you can enable a separate Add All to Cart button that runs the Add to Cart action without users having to mark all products in the list beforehand. And that doesn't even touch on the style options. Although the Qode Wishlist plugin will draw on your existing style settings to make setting it up as straightforward as possible, you can still make adjustments using the available options for stylization. That goes both for adjusting the individual wishlists and for multi-list use as well. Those who enable multi-list use will get a whole new set of options for adjusting how the collection of your lists, or their overview, will look. This is what we can see on the demo pages for public wishlists. They present an overview, either in a grid, or, as we can see from the second demo, in the form of a table. All of the lists created on your site, meaning different lists from different users. That's what we're looking at now. Keep in mind that the My Wishlist page will show users only the list that they themselves have created. Now, in this overview of all wishlists, whether you make the lists display as a table or a grid, you can decide how much information about them will be visible. That includes the title, creator, number of items in the list, when it was made. This will make it very easy for your visitors to take in the different lists and know which ones they'd like to take a peek at immediately. Though, a brief note about that. Anyone can pick a product from a public or shared wishlist and purchase it. That product will arrive to the person who bought it, not the wishlist creator. This is not intended to replace a wedding registry, but simply to show the list of products someone might wish to have. And the same settings for layout and information shared can be applied to the multi-list overview of your own lists. You can see all the lists you've made and can edit or delete them as needed. Now, looking closer at this example list from the multi-list overview, it's even easier to see how user-friendly the wishlists are. We still have the title, so we know where we are if we have multiple wishlists for different topics or occasions to navigate. We can see the products within the list, whether they're in stock, if we want to add more of them, and we have that convenient button for moving a product directly to the cart. Another interesting feature of the lists is the Ask for Estimate button. It provides a structured way for your clients to reach out for a quotation or with a question on their chosen items. And speaking of the things users can do, those who create an account will get additional options for inputting their data, keeping up with their wish lists and orders, and so on. You can check out how the interface would look for registered site users by logging into the provisional account. From here, they'll have a great overview of their account, wishlist, orders, and other details they need to make this an exceedingly smooth shopping experience. And these are just some of the possibilities offered by the Qode Wishlist plugin. If you'd like to learn more about it, you can check out the link to its demo page that I've left in the description below. Or take a look at the detailed tutorial that goes with the plugin, where we examine the various options you get and how to use them to your best advantage. Thank you for sticking with us. Hope to see you soon.